mates, but we still haven't sort of decided who's 1 and who's 2.
Okay, well,
just to make it easier, can we call you Mark as well?
Sure.
And you?
I'll be
3,
Mark
4,
1 because
5.
I'm the lead singer and always the best, so...
I prefer PP.
I want to be Mark 2 because Mark 2 is like the improved version.
Oh, okay, you can be that.
Wow. Now that we've so they've already got Penny going laughing, so that's always a good sign. Now, we've asked you in today to have a bit of a chat, listen to some of your tracks, and basically shamelessly plug your gig.
Oh, fantastic. Friday, 28th November, plug.
Yes, we'll keep doing that throughout the show. We'll just keep on saying plug all through the show and you'll know what we mean.
28th November, plug.
28th November, Dan O'Connell, Friday night.
Now, for people like me, see, I've got to admit something here. I actually haven't heard your music before. Sorry, was that the wrong thing to say?
No,
but I mean, there might be a few people out there that are unfamiliar. So, what kind of stuff do you do?
We do like an infusion of African tribal beats with... No, seriously.
I was really getting into that. I was like, yeah, tribal beats. That's their sort of thing.
I was only joking. Yeah, right. I would describe it as rock. And if you had to do a comparison, I'd say it's Hoodoo Gurus meets Powderfinger.
Meets Grinspoon.
Ah.
And then they kind of shake hands and go off and do special things.
Sure. Sick man, very sick man.
Well, I think what we'll do now is, seeming as Penny and Thea haven't experienced Dog's Breakfast yet, we'll play one of your tracks and we'll come back for a bit more of a chat. We'll play Get Set, Get Real, which, you know, by coincidence happens to be on the Ray's Top 10.
Yeah, number 1.
Is it still at number 1?
Still number 1 today.
You've been up there for a while now.
Yeah, it's going well. We're very pleased with that.
Yeah, you guys
I have to stop editing the webpage.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It is 1 vote per person, you do realise.
No coincidence that you guys are both working in IT, is it?
No, I'm actually a sanitation specialist. We don't like to use that other term.
But not a successful one, right?
Right, yeah.
We'll leave it at that for now, and we'll go to Get Set, Get Real, Dog's Breakfast on 90.7 SYN FM. That was Get Set, Get Real by Dog's Breakfast, and they're here with us in the studio right now. Now, guys, what was that song about?
Mark 2.
All right, Mark 2. This is Mark 2. And that song was one day sitting down watching the movie 28 Days with Sandra Bullock in it and going, just imagine if you had to go out with someone like that. Now, after I got happy about that, I thought, well, it wouldn't be very practical, so it's kind of like, well, you know, just get set, get real or rack off, so...
It's deep, isn't it? Really deep. Really.
Yeah, that's, you know, I'm sort of, you know, thinking about it now and I'm thinking, wow, that's some solid, heavy stuff.
These guys really have something to convey to the world.
We do. We're serious musicians.
We are. Well, it's probably not one of the deep ones, I guess,
but that's okay. You've got to have a sense of humour. It's good.
Exactly.
I had that
exactly
once.
Right.
I had that once.
Until you became a bitter and twisted man.
Yeah, now it's just cynicism.
Which was yesterday.
Don't worry.
Now, you write all your own music?
We do.
As a group, or is there sort of one person who sort of takes the charge and...
sort of. Depends who comes up with the idea, but basically Mark and I kind of write most of it and then just kind of workshop it and then play it to the rest of the band, and then they usually tell us to rack off as well. But yeah, some of them actually get through and we start jamming them and just see how they go. So
get whiteboards out and diagrams and flow charts.
That's right.
And little stick figures and...
now you're just being silly.
Yes, we do that here sometimes.
Now, you got... Sorry, I just wanted to ask something. You mentioned before that you guys make your money, or used to make your money primarily doing the cover band thing. And that's sort of something I never really thought of. A lot of the cover bands are out there just doing that to make the money so that they can, you know, have enough funds to produce their original stuff. Do you find that... Did you not want to do that? Like, did you find that a kind of artistic killer, like having to do other people's music? Or
I'd say no, because you can actually learn a lot of things playing covers as well. Like you learn, I know, little bits, little riffs and techniques and that sort of stuff. So I think it's actually helped us quite a bit.
So you generally, like, you enjoyed that
it's
part
a
of your
blast.
job?
And usually we're playing things that, you know, they're people, artists that we respect and people that we enjoy listening to anyway. So actually playing them is not such a bad thing after all, because we like listening to that type of music anyway.
Cool.
Yeah, that's good. So you see it as a learning experience more. So that's
and,
good.
you know,
Good both thinking of it.
Yeah.
And then the people that influence us, we get to look at things from their perspective as well, because from a musical sense, yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to play another track right now. We're going to play You Complete Me. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that song before I hit the play button?
Yeah, this one's just a bit of a piss take on the Jerry Maguire film.
You can't say
Can I say piss?
No.
You can.
Okay, good.
You can.
I'm glad we cleared that up before we came on. So it's really just sort of like a bit of a take on the Jerry Maguire film, and just the whole thing of You Complete Me. I thought it was a pretty cheesy sort of thing to say, so I thought, why not put it in a song?
It wasn't cheesy.
It's that cynicism.
But it's a really good thing to say too. It was so sweet.
No, I'd have to agree with the guys. It's cheesy.
Oh,
That's the sort of one line that I never want to hear again.
dude.
Okay, no, it's
you know,
magical
someone
and it
say that to
deserves
you,
a song.
Did someone say that to you once?
No, it's just the whole thing of, like, I don't see why, like, someone else should complete someone else. Why can't you be complete
On your own?
on your own?
I agree.
Full
I'm on your
circle,
wavelength.
full circle, feeling the flow.
So now the room is divided.
So
it's
Oh, yeah, everyone against Thea.
everyone against me. You've got no romance. Come on, like,
it's just a beautiful song. I think we should have a listen to it.
we will have a
What do you
listen.
reckon?
You Complete Me by Dogs Breakfast. You're listening to 90.7 SYN FM.
You complete me. You said it's a lie, but I know it's true. You complete me. Yeah, you do. Never failed to see it. The good in me and the bad in you. You're my only rescue.
You Complete Me, Dogs Breakfast on 90.7 SYN FM. The guys are still in the studio with us right now, and they've been kind enough to bring in some little giveaways for us to hand out to their fans. We've got some tickets to go to their show, which is when, guys?
On Friday the 28th of November at the Dan O'Connell. It's our EP launch.
And we've been working all year to get it out, so we're really wrapped, so we can't wait to do it. It's going to be a huge show.
That's
3 bands playing.
That's North Carlton, is it?
Carlton.
Carlton,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Is there
Dan
really much
O'Connell.
difference?
Connell.
On Alexandra.
I think it's Alexander Parade, yeah.
Alexander.
Yeah.
Yep, great pub.
That's the one. So if you want to get some tickets to go and see these guys play, and we've just been sampling some of their music, which is quite fantastic. And these guys have a great sense of humour, so that always helps.
We do not.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
It's that dry sort of comical thing you've got going. The number's 9925 3711. So give us a call and score some tickets.
And Mum, please don't ring up again for tickets.
You've already got enough.
Yeah.
So speaking of fans, what's the fan group like? Like, do we have any sort of psycho groupies, or is everyone sort
Oh,
of
I
really...
hope not.
Well, I'm always hoping that we will have a psycho groupie and that she'll have a certain affinity for me. So I need someone to connect with on the right plane, I think.
Because you're a psycho, basically.
On that kind of underwear throwing level.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, food throwing, underwear on the head, sort of. Yeah, that sort of level. Yeah. So.
But it's growing, isn't it? It's growing, it's getting there. It's getting there. So we're getting people coming back to our gigs, which we're really happy about.
That's always
Yeah.
good. Now, I can see the phone flashing right now, so just a reminder to our listeners out there, please only call us when we're playing a track, because we can't answer the phone while we're on air. So when we play the next song, which will be a Dogs Breakfast song, give us a call and pick up those tickets. And the phone's still flashing. Thanks, guys. But we'll leave it at that so we can answer the phone, and we'll go to a track. This is Take a Look. You're on 90.7 SYN FM.
Take a look at me. Are you afraid of what you see? I got so much time, I could drive you out of my mind.
listening to 90.7 SYN FM, and we just heard another track by Dogs Breakfast called Take a Look. And I was just reading in this lovely little sort of handout that you provided us with, that was one of the first sort of tracks that you sort of guys worked on together as a composition. That was like one of the originals.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep, that is the first track that we did, the original track that we did by ourselves. So we were rapt about it. Yeah, it was good fun.
So if this is your first release, first CD release coming out, how long have you actually been together?
We've been together a year as a band. We were before that, 6 months before that, we were a duo with a drum machine, and then we kicked out the drum machine and got Rob.
And now we want the drum machine back. No, I'm just joking, Rob. If you're listening, it's not true.
He's just out looking for Easy Street.
That's right.
Okay, right.
You're in so much trouble, Mark.
Yes, Mark. Hopefully I've disguised my voice.
So yeah, that was the first one. Yeah, we had a ball right in that one, but we sort of weren't moved on from there, but we still like it. We still like playing it, and Olaf loves doing his long lead in the middle of that one. He's got 2 lead breaks in that one, so he's wrapped.
Yeah.
Cool. And
Which
so
means that we can have another song without a lead break to make it.
I was just going to ask, have you done the live, pub scene for quite a while before you got this CD together, or?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, probably Mark and I the last 2 years been playing around, as Mark said, as a duo, with the backing drum machine, and then with the rest of the guys put together as a full-on band. So.
How do you find the live music scene around Melbourne these days? Because a few of the other bands have commented that it's sort of getting a bit competitive.
Oh, I think in Melbourne, I'm originally from Western Australia, so don't hold that against me, but I consider myself Victorian now, but one of the reasons I came to Melbourne was because of the music scene. I think the music scene in Melbourne is just so vibrant and so alive, and that's a good thing for a muso, but it's also a dangerous thing because you're up against some very good and very stiff competition. So
there's probably less venues now, so the competition is really hot for just getting a gig somewhere, so that's probably the biggest problem.
Yeah.
If there were more venues, would be right. Yeah.
But people nowadays, I mean, don't go out to drink so much, and the pubs themselves, some have gone to gaming and that sort of thing. So
and with all the residential developments and noise complaints and
evil.
Excuse me, I bought these apartments and they're right next door to a hotel, and they make all these noises at night. I'm very upset.
And how long have you been there?
I've been here about 1 week.
And how long has the pub been there?
Oh, about 50 years.
So now the bands go and the apartments are up.
which sort of begs the question of why sort of invest in property that's sort of in such a live and vibrant area if you don't want the hustle and bustle and the noise and.
But that's why they buy there in the first place, isn't it?
It's position.
Until they realise that they don't want it anymore.
Can I ask a quick, totally non-related question? Well, it's slightly related, but what do you guys think about the idea to ban smoking in pubs? Would you want that, or not, or you don't really care?
That's really interesting.
That's controversial.
Controversial.
Oh, look, yeah, I'd be happy if they banned it because I'm a non-smoker.
Yeah.
But it's pretty hard, I suppose, if you do a 2 or 3 hours sort of stint. Gets to you a bit, but I mean, we'll do it either way. It doesn't sort of worry us either way, but it'd probably help us a bit if they banned it. But it doesn't. Yeah, either way, it doesn't matter.
Well, I'm a little bit more towards the smoker side. I'm an ex-smoker, but haven't smoked for a few years now. It doesn't bother me that much, the smoke. It's more end of the night when you get home, you take your clothes off.
Yeah.
It's a bit whiffy, but
Rico. Yeah.
And they wouldn't be able, even if they stopped smoking tomorrow, they wouldn't be able to dry clean and clean out all the pubs anyway, so they'd probably just stink anyway. So, what the hell?
It'd just be a stale smoke smell instead of a fresh smoke smell.
Which is so much lovelier.
But they could rip up the carpet and then just roll up into little, cigarettes and pop them in packets.
That's right. They call those holiday, Mark.
That's like a whole lot of second-hand smoke.
And you get them in packs of 150.
For like $7.90 at your local milk bar.
That's right.
We'll go to another track now. This is the last track we're going to play of Dogs Breakfast, and it's Day One. Any stories behind this one?
Yes, this is an inspirational. They've been bagging us because we've got sort of funny and we're shallow and
no deep stuff.
No deep stuff. This is deep.
It's
deep. About new beginnings. It means that everybody, when it's a new day, you can start again. So every day is day one. That's basically what it means.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a listen to it. Day one.
That's a lovely message for the people.
Was day one by Dogs Breakfast. And just to wrap up, guys, your gig is on Friday the 28th?
That's right, Friday the 28th of November at the Dan O'Connell, about 9 o'clock.
And do you have anyone supporting you, or is it just sort of like a
solo? Yeah, we've got a band called The Fire Underground supporting us, and a friend of mine, he's doing an acoustic set to just to keep everyone entertained while they're riding, Dave Barrett. So he's got some good original stuff as well. So,
yeah. And what do the tickets cost each?
They're $10 just for entry, or you can come in the door and get a CD for $15.
That's a bargain.
That's a bargain.
Entry and a CD for $15.
Which includes entry. That's right. You come in the door, you get a CD. Well, you come in the door.
No, this is how it works.
Yeah.
If you pay $15 before the actual gig, you get a CD for $5 plus your $10 entry. You see.
But if you have to buy it after,
on the night, it's $10.
Or you can buy it online.
You can buy it online,
or at Gaslight.
What's the website?
Oh, you can go to Gaslight, or you can go to Chaos Music, or you can just go to our website, which is www.dogsbreakfast.org.
Very well done.
Or you can just not pay. Ring up now, 9925 3711, and get some tickets for free.
See, that's an even better way of doing it.
Bigger bargain.
Bypass the whole thing.
Way bigger bargain.
Triple bypass.
We must say over 18s should call because it is in a pub, so you've got to have some ID.
Or your sister's ID.
No. But of course we're not advocating that.
This station does not condone the use of underage IDs or overage ones.
But thanks a lot, guys, for coming and having a chat with us, and I hope it all goes well on Friday, and I think we should head down there.
Yeah, we'll give you some tickets in a minute.
I think we should head down there and have a little look ourselves.
Well, I'm sure we can find, for three lovely ladies, we can find 3 tickets, I'm sure.
Yes.
Thank you, Raz team, for having us.
Yeah, thanks. It's been fantastic. We've had fun.
Yeah. I think you guys should come back sometime soon.
We'd love to.
We can do sort of like part 2 of Mark 1 and Mark 2.
Mark 2. Yes. It can be day 2.
You can
just
be
like the song.
You can be like the bananas in pyjamas, B1, B2, sort of, start wearing little outfits.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, M1?
They've already got their matching shirts, though. You guys have already worn your matching shirts. Like, you're halfway.
She told everyone.
I know. I mean, I don't know. It must have been something about, it's like, you play together, you go out and play in pubs. It's kind of like, it's almost like being married, but just about, we start wearing the same clothes without even realising it.
Try to catch teddy bears together.
Yeah. Yeah, running down the stairs or something. Not sure about that one.
I think we'll leave it at that for now before Penny starts having hysteric fits of laughter, as she's prone to do. And just to sort of mention it again, Dan O'Connell, Friday the 28th of November, 9 o'clock, Dogs Breakfast, $10 entry or $15 entry and CD, or you could call 9925 3711 and get some free tickets. That would be the cheaper option. But once again, thank you to Mark and Mark from Dogs Breakfast for coming in. You're listening to 90.7 SYN FM.